Hello everyone, we are student of Civil Engineering Department at NIT Raipur. This is team Rani Durgavati and here we present SWOT analysis on the topic Lean Canvas. So let me introduce my team members. This is Lokmanya Bhoi, this is Nidhi Mirza, this is Om Suryavanshi and this is Bhupendra Chandravanshi and I am Dhananjay Ratre, team negotiator with cameraman Pramod Kumar Thakur. So here we start our video. Enjoy. In this video, we will be exploring a highly practical and powerful business planning tool that has gained widespread popularity, especially in the startup ecosystem, Lean Canvas. This tool provides a structured yet flexible approach to mapping out business ideas. To give a well-rounded understanding, we will dive deep into its framework and it assessed using a SWOT analysis, a classic strategic tool used to evaluate strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. In the fast-paced modern business world, where industries are constantly evolving and innovation often disrupt traditional methods, entrepreneurs and businesses must be aligned and responsive. Conventional business plans, although detailed, can be long, rigid, and time-consuming. To create and update these traditional formats may not be ideal for new ventures where speed, adaptability, and conventional business plan, although detailed, can be long, rigid, and time-consuming. To create and update these traditional formats may not be ideal for new ventures where speed, adaptability, and consumer feedback loops are essential. This is exactly where Lean Canvas proves its value, offering a nimble, action-oriented alternatives. Lean Canvas, developed by Ash Maurya, is simplified and startup-focused adaptation of Alexander Oswald business model canvas. While the original business model canvas is comprehensive, Maurya's version is designed especially for entrepreneurs and startups who need to quickly validate its business idea without getting bogged down by length documentation. The purpose of Lean Canvas is to streamline strategic planning rather than creating a massive and exhaustive business plan that takes months to write and is difficult to update. Lean Canvas allows businesses founder to build a quick one-page snapshot of their business model. This canvas highlights key components in a concise format, promoting rapid illustration, experimentation, and better communication of the idea of others, such as co-founders, investors, and stakeholders. Lean Canvas breaks down a business model into 9 essential building blocks, each serving to test critical business assumptions and hypotheses. These blocks are problem. It can be defined as identification of the top problems the target customers faces. Recognizing pain points is crucial to ensure the product or service addresses a real need. Second, customer segment. Describe the special group of people or organization the business aims to serve. Understanding the target audience is fundamental for crafting an effective offering. Third, unique value proposition, also known as UVP, explaining the clear and compelling reason why the product is different from or better than the alternative. It communicates the core value being delivered. Fourth, solution, outlines the potential solution of features that addresses each identified problems. The selection aligned with the problem and provide the first version of the product or service idea. Fifth, channels, list the pathway through which the businesses will reach and communicate with its customer. This includes both marketing and disrupting channels. Sixth, revenue streams. It indicates how the businesses plan to make a money from each customer segment. It includes pricing, strategy, and expected source of revenue. Seventh, cost structure. Details the key cost involved in operating the business. This includes fixed and variable costs such as development, marketing, staffing, and infrastructure. Eighth one is key matrices. It explains identifications, the key performance indicators that measures the success of the businesses. These are essential for tracking progress and making informed decisions. Ninth one is unfair advantages. It is It highlights what makes the business defensible against competition. It could be a priority technology, brand loyalty, network effect, or exclusive partnership. Each of these 9 areas promotes critical thinking about the assumption underlying a business idea, rather than investing months into developing something that may not work. Entrepreneurs can use Lean Canvas to quickly identify potential flaws, validate idea with customer, pivot where necessary, and ultimately reduce the risk of failure. What makes Lean Canvas especially powerful is its ability to support a lean startup approach. Approach test early, failures fast, and adapt quickly. It encourages building a minimal value product and iterating based on actual customer feedback rather than relying solely on projection and guesses. Now that we have a clear view of what Lean Canvas is and how it functions, let's shift focus to analyze its effectiveness through a SWOT analysis. This method allows us to explore its strengths such as simplicity, speed, and adaptability. We will also examine potential weaknesses like its limited depth or oversimplification in certain complexities. These we will look as an opportunity. For instance, it reveals in emerging markets or its usefulness in terms of alignment.
The first part of our SWOT analysis focuses on the strengths of Lean Canvas. These attributes have contributed to its widespread adoption, especially among startups and lean teams. Lean Canvas condenses traditional multi-page business plan into a single-page visual framework. This simplicity makes it accessible, engaging, and easy to understand for teams, mentors, and inventors alike. The clear layout allows users to quickly communicate and refine their ideas without diving into extensive documentation. The structured layout with clearly defined blocks like problem, solutions, key matrices, and unique values proposition offers a guided process that ensures no critical element is overlooked. It simplifies complex business concepts, allowing entrepreneurs with limited experience in formal planning to draft and share business models quickly. Furthermore, stakeholders can access the viability of an idea at a glance, speeding up discussion and decisions. Lean Canvas is designed for iteration. In the early stage of a business, change is constant. Lean Canvas enables entrepreneurs to easily update hypotheses, strategies, and customers' insight without scrapping the entire business plan. The adaptability is a key advantage in volatile market. The ease with which the canvas can be modified support agile decision making. For example, if customer feedback invalidates an initial assumption, team can revise that section without redoing the entire plan. This modularity allows continuous improvement and experimentation, attributes essential to innovation. It also supports A/B testing of different business assumptions side by side, which is critical for strategies evaluation. Where traditional plan may focus on large long-term financial and organizational hierarchies, Lean Canvas zeroes in on the aspects that matters most to startups: the problem, the solution, the customer, and the market. It embraces the core principles of entrepreneurship, making it a natural fit for early stage innovators. The language used in Lean Canvas is more accessible and access oriented than the formal tone of traditional business plans. It emphasizes on pain points, customer segments, and unique value proposition, reflects how startups operate in the real world. Under constraints and high uncertainty, this makes Lean Canvas especially useful for pitching to accelerators, incubators, and angel inventors who want to understand the core idea quickly. By highlighting the problem and solution components prominently, Lean Canvas places the customer and their needs at the heart of the business. This forces founders to think critically about the real world pain point their solution addresses, spurring innovations and relevance. Too often, startups fall into the trap of building solutions in search of a problem. Lean Canvas disturbed this pattern by requiring clarity on the problems from the startups. The presence of the unfair advantages box also encourages business to identify unique differentiators, pushing teams to innovate and build competitive moats. The result is a model that is not only customer centered but also uniquely positioned in the market. Time is a scarce resource for any entrepreneur. Creating a lean canvas can be done in a matter of hours or days rather than weeks or months. This time saving aspects help business focus more on testing and executing rather than endless planning. The quick setup allows entrepreneurs to generate a minimum viable plan that guides immediate actions. It reduces decision paralysis, helping teams move from ideation to implementation rapidly. Moreover, because Lean Canvas avoids lengthy narratives, the information is easier to digest and share among collaborators, improving communication and speed. The methodology aligns with the learned startup principles, encouraging rapid experimentation, customer feedbacks loop, and pivoting strategies based on evidence. It drives efficiency and reduces waste, both of which are critical in early stage ventures. This approach not only aligns well with iterative product development but also nurtures a culture of hypothesis driven learning. Founders are encouraged to validate each section of the canvas through testing rather than assumption, fostering data driven decision making. In doing so, Lean Canvas helps to reduce the risk of launching untested ideas into the market, conserving resources and increasing the odds of success. In summary, the strengths of the Lean Canvas lie in its clarity, adaptability, and alignment with modern entrepreneurial practices. It empowers teams to think critically, act decisively, and evolve continuously. These qualities make Lean Canvas a foundational tool in the arsenal of today's innovators.
Despite its many advantages, Lean Canvas also has notable limitations that can hinder its effectiveness, particularly in certain business environments. Understanding this weakness is crucial for determining when Lean Canvas is appropriate and when it may fall short. One of the most frequently cited weaknesses of Lean Canvas is its lack of detail. The single-page format, while promoting simplicity, inherently limits the amount of information that can be included. Unlike traditional business plans that span dozens of pages with financial models, staffing plans, and strategic roadmaps, Lean Canvas focus only on essential. As a result, critical elements such as a comprehensive financial forecast, operational logistics, legal consideration, and organizational structure are often left out. For example, startups seeking external investment might find Lean Canvas inadequate for pitching to venture capitalists or financial institutions who typically expect a deep dive into revenue projection, break-even analysis, and risk mitigation plans. The lack of financial granularity can make it difficult to secure funding or align terms on long-term goals. While Canvas works exponentially well small startup and early stage venture, it does not scale effectively for large enterprises. Large business tends to operate across multiple market, customer segment, and product lines. Capturing all this complexity on a single page is nearly impossible. Moreover, large organizations require detailed strategic document to coordinate effort across departments and align broader business goals. Lean Canvas, with its minimalistic approach, may not provide enough structure to accommodate a diverse and often selective function of a big company. For instance, a multinational corporation launching a new product line will likely require detailed market analysis, compliance documentation, and a full-fledged operational plan, elements that Lean Canvas does not support. While the Lean Canvas does include the customer segment block, it does not inherently requires entrepreneurs to engage in intensive market research. There is little emphasis on deep demographic analysis, industry trends, or competitor based marketing. As a result, users may rely too heavily on institution evidence rather than robust data. This can lead to be superficial understanding of the market, the customer need. Startup may make a strategic error by misidentifying target segment or understanding competitive threats in industries that are highly competitive or rapidly evolving. Skipping detailed research can be a fatal oversight. Another core weakness of Lean Canvas is its reliance of assumption. Particularly in the early stages, entrepreneurs fill in the boxes based on what they believe to be true about their market, customer, and product, often without validating this hypothesis. While this is consistent with the Lean startup philosophy, where testing and iteration are the key, there is an inherent risk if firms fail to validate their assumption quickly and rigorously. Unverified hypotheses can form the basis of flawed strategies, which may lead to wasted resources and failed ventures. In practice, many firms struggle to follow through with a structured validation method, relying instead of optimize and encounter feedback. Lean Canvas is excellent for attention and visualization the high-level concept of a business model, but its lack mechanism for translating ideas into execution. It does not guide users on how to implement their plans, prioritize tasks, or allocate resources. This gap become problematic when moving from concept of action. Entrepreneurs might find themselves with a solid one-page model, but without the tools or process needed to turn their ideas into a functional business. Rational framework like OKRs, Kanban boards, or project management tools are often required to fill this void. Without their supplementary system, the Lean Canvas may remain as an abstract exercise rather than a driver of tangible outcomes. Not all business fit neatly into the Lean Canvas structure. Companies with intricate operations, such as those in pharmaceuticals, manufacturing, or financial service, may find that their models are too complex to capture on a single page. For example, a French startup navigation, regulatory compliance, data privacy, customer acquisition, and partnership with banks may require a multi-dimensional approach that Lean Canvas cannot accommodate. Oversimplifying such model may result in overlooking risk, understand dependency, or poor scalability planning. While simplification can end in clarity, it can also occur the realistic of execution and scalability. Moreover, the visual symmetry of the Lean Canvas may give a false sense of a balance between components. In reality, some areas may require for more attention and planning than others. The Canvas does not offer a mechanism to reflect the proportional importance of complexity of each element.
Looking externally, let's examine the opportunities that can help Lean Canvas evolve and gain even more traction in the business ecosystem. These opportunities suggest that Lean Canvas, while originally designed for startups, and untapped potential across educational, corporate, and technological landscape. The increasing number of startups worldwide offer a major opportunities for the growth of Lean Canvas as entrepreneurship gains momentum in emerging markets and develop economic skills. Alike, there is growing demand for tools that facilitate quick ideas, strategic clarity, and adaptable business models. Governments and economic development organizations are also launching innovation hubs, start grants, and incubator programs that often advocate for lean thinking. Lean Canvas fits perfectly into the wave, providing a standardized yet flexible tool for early stage ventures. With digital transformation becoming a priority across the globe, more individuals are turning to entrepreneurial ventures to solve local makes it ideal for first-time founders, particularly in regions where traditional business planning, education, framework in accelerators and startups ecosystem. Lean Canvas is tend to become even more influential. Lean Canvas shares a philosophical alignment with a methodologies like Agile, Scrum, and the Lean Startup approach. This integration enables teams to use Lean Canvas not just for planning, but as living document that involve alongside their development process. In software development, for example, Lean Canvas can inform sprints and epics in agile workflows by grounding decision in real business problems and user needs. This synergy means that Lean Canvas can be easily woven into iterative cycles such as customer development and rapid prototyping. Product managers, UX designers, and engineers. This synergy means that Lean Canvas can be easily woven into iterative cycles such as customer development and rapid prototyping. Product managers, UX designers, and engineers can use Lean Canvas to stay aligned on the product vision while testing hypotheses and measuring key metrics. As Agile and Lean principles continue to spread beyond software into areas like marketing, education, and healthcare, Lean Canvas is best positioned to grow with them. Technologically presents a significant opportunity to evolve Lean Canvas beyond its traditional paper or whiteboard format. AI and machine learning can now enhance Lean Canvas by offering intelligent recommendation, automating parts of customer research, and stimulating business outcomes based on real-world data. For instance, AI tools could suggest possible revenue models or identity gaps in a user value proposition based on industry benchmarks. Collaborative online platforms such as Miro, Notion, and Lean Stack already allow teams to co-create Lean Canvases remotely. However, as virtual collaboration tools become smarter, there is an opportunity to develop specialized software that integrates real-time feedback, market analyticals, and A/B testing data directly into Lean Canvas. This technological advancement could make Lean Canvas not just a planning tool, but a dynamic decision-making hub. Lean Canvas is being widely adopted in business education, from high entrepreneurship programs to MBA courses. Its visual nature and structured format make it an excellent teaching tool for introducing business concepts like creations, customer segmentation, and monetization strategies. Educators appreciate Lean Canvas for encouraging critical thinking and problem solving over role learning instead of memorizing business theory. Students can work on real simulated ventures, using Lean Canvas to structure their ideas, competitions, hackathons, and innovation challenges. Submission requirements reinforcing its practical relevance. As education systems shift towards experimental learning, Lean Canvas could become a standard framework not only in business school but designing, engineering, and liberal arts programs focused on innovation. While Lean Canvas is optimized for teach startups, it can be customized to suit a variety in industries and use cases. Non-profits, healthcare ventures, social enterprises, and even more corporate entrepreneurs can benefit from its clarity and adaptability by developing industry-specific template. The Lean Canvas methodology can embrace unique regulatory, operational, and customer dynamics. For example, in healthcare startups, template might include section on regulatory compliance or patient outcomes. In the non-profit sector, revenue streams might be reframed as funding sources, while the value proposition and could highlight social impact rather than make financial gain. These adaptations would make Lean Canvas more inclusive and usable across the spectrum of organization. One of the challenges Lean Canvas faces is its perceived lack of financial depth. However, this opens up the opportunity for hybrid models that integrate Lean Canvas with traditional business plans, pitch decks, or financial forecasting tools. By supplementing the Lean Canvas, the data-rich appendices or financial dashboards, startups can offer both strategic and clarity and analytical rigor.
Now let's discuss the external threats that could challenge the growth and effectiveness of Lean Canvas in the future. While the framework offers several benefits and opportunities, external pressures and limitations pose significant risks to its long-term utility and adoption. Despite its innovative structure and ease of use, Lean Canvas continues to face stiff competition from traditional business planning methods. In many industries, especially finance, healthcare, and government regulated sectors, comprehensive business plans remain the gold standard. These traditional frameworks often include detailed market analysis, multi-year financial projections, legal structures, and risk management plans. Areas in which Lean Canvas is intentionally brief, investors, banks, and regulatory institutions are often more comfortable with traditional formats that provide in-depth information and robust validation. As a result, startups that rely solely on Lean Canvas may find themselves at a disadvantage when applying for loans, seeking venture capital, or meeting compliance requirements. This preference for more detailed planning can hinder the widespread adoption of Lean Canvas, especially in conservative sectors. Simplicity is one of the Lean Canvas core strengths, but it can also be double-edged sword. By considering a business model into a single page, there's a danger that critical components may be either overlooked or superficially addressed. Topics such as legal consideration, intellectual property, strategy, talent acquisition, and crisis management typically falls outside the scope of Lean Canvas. Despite growing popularity among entrepreneurs, Lean Canvas can encounter resistance from more traditional stakeholders. Experienced board members, conservative investors, and institutional decision makers often prefer detailed and structured documentation that reflects former planning processes. In a world of accelerating change, even the best laid plans can quickly overcome outdated Lean Canvas by nature. It's built on initial assumptions and hypotheses that must be regularly tested and refined. However, in a highly volatile industries or during economic crisis, customer behavior, market conditions, and regulatory landscapes can shift dramatically. Another key threat is the lack of universally accepted format or set of guidelines for Lean Canvas. While Ash Maurya's template provides a foundation, various interpretations and adaptations have emerged, leading to inconsistencies in how the framework is used across organizations. Lean Canvas is designed to simplify strategic planning, but in the hands of inexperienced entrepreneurs, this very simplicity can lead to misuse. Some founders may treat the canvas as a complete substitute for business research, operational planning, or customer validation. They might rush through the exercise to tick a box, filling in assumptions that real investigation without. To better understand the practical application of Lean Canvas in the real world, let's explore several successful startups implemented Lean Canvas principles to test, validate, and iterate on their business models. These examples underscore the adaptability, speed, and customer-centric focus on Lean Canvas when used effectively. Founder started with a clever workaround, a simpler explainer video. This video demonstrated the product's core functionality and how it should have a common solving problem: file access and synchronization across devices. This minimal effort produced significant results. Thousands of people signed up for early success after watching the video, validating the demand before really backend development that been done. This lean approach saved time, resources, and allowed Dropbox to gather user feedback before committing to a fully developed product. Within the Lean Canvas structure, Dropbox focused on defining the problem, crafting a clear, unique value proposition, and ensuring a strong early adopter segment existed. There generally illustrates how Lean Canvas can encourage entrepreneurs to test assumptions before building, reducing waste, and accelerating market fit. Airbnb's story is another shining example of lean entrepreneurship. The company didn't start as the globally hospitality disruptor it is today. In fact, it began as a way to help the founders pay their rent by offering air mattresses in their apartment to conference attendants in San Francisco. Early on, the founders honed in a problem, a lack of affordable, accessible lodging during busy travel periods, and used Lean Canvas principle to develop quick, low-cost experiments to validate demand. Instead of building a complex platform upfront, they created a basic website, photographed their own apartment, and processed booking manually. Through repeated iteration and customer feedback, they refined their solution, optimized their channels, and honed into the right customer segments. This lean experiment allowed Airbnb to pivot quickly, improve their value proposition, and find product market fit without expending significant resources too early. In the lean canvas, their initial approach strongly focused on validating the core assumptions in the problem and solution boxes before scaling. Zappos began with one of the classic lean startup techniques, the Wizard of Oz MVP founder Nick Swinmurn wanted to test whether people would buy shoes online. Instead of investing in inventory, warehouses, and logistics infrastructure, he visited local shoe store, took photos of shoes, and uploaded them to a basic website. When someone placed in an order, he should buy the shoes from the store and ship them directly. In conclusion, Lean Canvas is a powerful game-changing framework for early-stage ventures and product development teams. Its simplicity believes its impact when used correctly. It provides immense clarity, speed, and focus. It enables entrepreneurs to test their ideas with minimal resources, identify risk early, and adopt based on validated learning. However, it's important to recognize that Lean Canvas is not a silver bullet. It does not replace execution, nor does it guarantee success. Its effectiveness depends on the mindset and discipline of the team using it. Blindly filling out a canvas without engaging in real customer discovery or hypothesis testing defeats its purpose. By understanding the strengths of Lean Canvas, speed, focus, visual clarity, and acknowledging its weakness, lack of financial depth, limited term strategy planning, entrepreneurs can use it wisely and in context. When paired with complementary tools like the business model canvas, customer journey maps, or financial forecasts, Lean Canvas becomes even more powerful. Thank you for your attention. I hope this presentation has clarified not just what Lean Canvas is, but how and why it works. I would be happy to take any questions or dive deeper into any specific case study or application you are interested in. Thank you very much.